So today we just arrived in Huatulco, and today is a big day because we want to be able to do night dives with our submersible Scenic Neptune. So we have to convince the authorities. We haven't had a full yes yet, so we're going to go and see the harbour master to convince him, and then also we have to see the official, the customs. We really want our Scenic Neptune to be able to dive for the first time here, doing night dives in Huatulco in Mexico. And we want to offer this to our guests, something really special. So we want to make it happen.
We're going to prep the sub now, and then we launch in at around 6:30. We're going to open up the door, crane it out. I was going around, I was doing the external checks. Alex is inside doing all the internal checks, checking all the valves, make sure that they all turn, work perfectly, that we won't have any problems, as well as our computing system. Everything seems good, sub's working perfectly.
Brendan's attempt to carry out the night dive has hit a roadblock.
And still approved or not approved?
I don't know yet. Still waiting to find out. I haven't seen Jason surface, so I would say it's not great news.
Just waiting. I think Jason's with the customs team at the submarine now, so hopefully we'll have some good news soon.
Out on the marina deck, stress levels are rising. The window to dive is quickly coming to a close.
It's just like we're eating into the schedule so far, we might end up having to cancel again. Okay. Or, I mean, at the very least, pushing everything back. Where's the schedule? Yeah.
Okay, I've got the authorization. We can go. Let's go. So I just got the full authorization. We can do it this evening. For the first time ever in Huatulco, in Mexico, a submarine dive at night. And we needed to convince the authorities. So we went this morning to see the harbour master. Now we have the customs here. They wanted to see the boat, and they made us wait a little bit. So it was not an easy decision for her. So it's a very emotional moment.
This is the world's first ever commercial submarine dive here by any expedition ship that we're pulling off tonight. We did it again.
What you're going to see today underwater, nobody has ever seen it here. Nobody ever.
So there's the sub right over there, so you can see her in the water.
Spirits are high. All they need now is clearance from the bridge.
Bridge, Jason. Bridge, Jason. Brennan, Alex, can we get a 7-1?
I absolutely have to get in touch with the bridge at the moment. I'm not going to be able to allow this operation to take place unless I have clear communication going on with the bridge.
Scenic Eclipse Bridge, Scenic Eclipse Bridge, Scenic Eclipse Bridge. Jason.
Jason Bridge, go ahead.
Yeah, Bridge, sorry, I've been trying to call you for a few minutes. I need to give you a new count. Alex moved over to the chase boat, so we have 10 in Zodiac 11 now.
Before we get started, I'm going to go over the safety briefing one at a time. So myself and Boris, we're going to help you across. Just mind the swell, watch your step, stand only on the black. I know everything's dark, but just try to get to the back.
The first dive in any location is always carried out by the Discovery team. This is to ensure all safety checks have been passed before guests partake in the excursion.
First time I saw the sub, I was absolutely blown away by this machine.
Internal pressure, 1011.
The fact that I get to go down at a depth that you can't go as a normal scuba diver. Past human capability. Right. Welcome aboard. All right, guys, so a few safety things. In the middle seat, we've got an oxygen self-rescuer mask that you can put on in case the pressure inside here changes. Major responsibility is those guests that come down and myself. when we're in the submarine, you know, once we close that hatch, I then become responsible for all those people's lives.
To 90 degrees off heading. Copy that. To 90 degrees to starboard.
We have loads of redundancies with the submarine, so that's why we have the surface officer. So he's actually in charge of the whole operation. Hatch is closed, locked and secure. Equalizing valve is closed. Because he's got eyes and ears with the captain. He knows what I'm doing when I'm down under. He's tracking me, we're talking constantly.
Use a sonar whilst you're under.
But, from the start position, I think he's gonna submerge there.
20 decimal.
You can dive when ready.
Copy that, starting dive.
Scenic Neptune is designed to travel up to 980 feet below sea level for up to 96 hours. At its greatest depths, it can withstand pressure levels equivalent to 31 atmospheres. The sub's movements are controlled through an object not dissimilar to a gaming console that feeds into the computer's information system, translating the pilot's movements on the joystick to the 6 available thrusters, 4 horizontal and 2 vertical. Each thruster can be individually controlled and also isolated should one of them malfunction. The inclusion of 2 vertical thrusters on Scenic Neptune is purely for safety purposes, as the sub can operate with only one. And it's programmed with a specific feature that ensures the safety of its occupants at all times. If the pilot attempts to go past 980 feet using the sub's thrusters, the computer system automatically starts adding air into 4 onboard dive tanks, becoming more buoyant and rising safely to the surface.
Is that a crow?
No, it's some sort of baby crustacean.
Really close to the water.
Lobster.
Baby lobster.
That's dead.
Oh. We're coming alongside this side, okay?
Open hatch, ending dive.
Amazing, Brendan. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem, guys. It was good to get out and start diving. The first 5 to 10 meters, we had really good visibility as we were going down. We had a couple of fish come up with the light. We were looking really forward to doing a night dive.
Perfect. Hatch open.
If we had 10, 15 meters visibility, it would have been mind-blowing.
The Discovery team is returning to Scenic Eclipse with pride after a night of making history and filled with passion and determination to make the next sub dive even more memorable for the guests.